Good day, everyone. We are back for another episode of Financial Behavior with Friar Financial. As promised, we are going to introduce our newest advisor today. We are so excited to have Jeff on board with us. Jeffrey, I should say, because his dad goes by Jeff. He's a junior. Um, so at any rate, and we'll spend a little time with Jeff today so y'all can get to know him, learn a little bit about him and why he's in this business and some things that he's talking to clients about today. So, with that said, Jeffrey, I will turn it over to you to give us a little bit of your background and info you want to share with everyone.
Sounds good. Yep. I'm glad to be a part of the team. I appreciate that, Marcus. I'm happy to be here. So, just to give a quick little background about myself, I'm from Hillsborough, North Carolina, born and raised. I'm a country boy at heart. So, Hillsborough's kind of gave me that to live with for the rest of my life. So, I play sports my whole life. So, anything competitive now has always stuck with me. Sports. I golf a lot in my free time. I bowl once a week with my family. I'm in a bowling league over in Mebane. Basketball, football, anything competitive sports related, cards. I'm in for it. So that's a little bit about me. I went to UNC Charlotte, graduated over there with a bachelor's in marketing. Made the switch to finance a couple years down the road after trying to figure out exactly what I want to do career wise. And now I'm here.
All right.
Now I'm here.
Awesome. Now you've got a little bit of background with mortgages, I believe, and with
Yes, sir.
small businesses and marketing. So tell us a little bit about maybe
hmm
your corporate background, and then some of the things you've done as an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So, started off corporate wise, I was in marketing full time. I worked over at North Carolina Central for a while, helping them with a couple different projects, research projects. I did the marketing behind those. From that, it was hard for me to get a corporate job in marketing. So I went to started my own marketing business for a while, handling marketing for small businesses, entrepreneurs, their websites, business cards, all that kind of good stuff. So it kind of gave me the freedom I was looking for, a little bit more stability than I was finding in the corporate world on the marketing side, but also allowing me to help as many people as I could, kind of on an individual basis, which I enjoyed. So from there, I kind of wanted more stability. I wanted to get back in that corporate atmosphere, but didn't want to go to marketing route. So I jumped into finance with the advice from a couple other people. I started at Wells Fargo. From Wells Fargo, I moved over to Better.com, which was like an online mortgage company. Very successful at this time, and I still think they're doing pretty good. But I was a mortgage officer over there, handling mostly refinances, but buys and sales of houses. So that was kind of my expertise at the time. And then from there, I went in. I took a break from work to handle some family stuff, and then I went into full investment on the investment side of finance with Fidelity.
Okay.
Um, and that's where I got licensed in all my advisory licenses and my investment licenses. So
Awesome.
that's the corporate side of it, but the entrepreneurial side always draws me back in. So,
Gotcha. Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. Now, what would you say in particular has drawn you to finance and specifically wanting to be an investment advisor?
hmm I think always growing up, there was a need for knowledge in the financial world from my family, my peers, and me in general. I think at first, before I got into finance, a lot of that financial knowledge came from people who were in different situations than me that I was able to absorb, ask them questions. They would tell me stuff, and I would learn and pick up stuff from them. And then I would bring that back to my community and kind of transfer that knowledge. But I wanted to do more of that. So I wanted to learn more. I wanted to kind of get that knowledge for myself so I could bring that back and help as many people as I can in my community and people outside of my community. So that was kind of what drew me to finance was that it was an obvious need for it and what I was seeing on a day-to-day basis. So I wanted to learn more about it and kind of help as many people as I could and educate as many people as I could. So that's what kind of got me into the finance world.
Great, great, great. So now that you've come on board and are, having client meetings and meeting with people and
hmm
having discussions with this current environment we're in,
Yes, sir.
what are some of the things you're sharing with people in terms of maybe investment approach, what they should be paying attention to, and
hmm
even things that we're, actively helping our clients with, where we've been able to kind of outperform the market, and help our clients keep them in a safe position.
Yeah. For sure. I think for right now, the main thing I'm hearing from clients, and rightfully so, is just questions about uncertainty. I think the biggest thing is kind of, as you touched on, the current financial climate that we're in right now. There's a lot of uncertainty around it as far as what it looks like for the future, and even in its current state. So, a lot of questions about that. How are we managing the uncertainty and still planning for the future? As far as what I like to preach, as with you, with big long-term investing. So. Don't always get too caught up in the ups and down swings because you're focused on what that long-term goal is. But with us, especially here, as far as what we're kind of helping clients with is as we're looking toward those long-term investments, helping mitigate that risk management as well as those ups and down turns. I think that's the biggest thing that we've been able to touch on lately, and I know you want to kind of go in a little bit more detail on that yourself. So,
No, absolutely. You picked up on that. In terms of like what we understand is people, retail investors, we'll call them,
hmm
who are do-it-yourselfers, they tend to really pick up on momentum very well.
hmm
So Nvidia is hot, so we follow, jump on that boat.
hmm
Bitcoin's hot, so we jump on that boat. But they don't understand the risk management side, and
hmm
that's the piece that really actually curtails their performance.
hmm
And we're going to get into that in our next podcast, where we're really going to share some information with you all on how we actually are getting in and doing those things to help clients. So all right, well, that is a wrap up. We just wanted to get Jeff out here so people could see he is a real live human being. You all, I did hire someone. I did. So
I am here.
At
Yes, sir.
any
I
rate,
am
at any
here.
rate, so if you don't catch us in we don't see you in the office, we'd be glad to meet you on the golf course.
Hmm
Neither one of us are any good. We can
Nope.
lose balls with the best of them. So, please feel free to join us.
Yeah. And bring a couple extra golf balls for the both of us. So,
That's right. That's right. We gotta get that ammo pack offline. So
yes, sir.
at any rate, you all, until next time, this concludes our intro on financial behavior for Jeffrey Campbell. And we'll
Hmm
be seeing you guys next week. We got a lot of stuff in store to talk about. Investments, we're going to dive into permanent versus permanent life insurance. Where does it have a place for you? Why or why not? So those are some things that we're having clients really ask us about. I mean, because we get that index universal life question all the time, and I don't want to spoil the presentation, but we've got something to share with you guys about that. So
hmm
at any rate, this will wrap up this episode. Until next time, we are signing off. We will see you on the next episode of Financial Behavior. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Take care. It was a pleasure.